There is a plant that grows fast, feeds entire communities, thrives in poor soil, and delivers more usable protein than beef and more iron than spinach. Yet in many places you are warned not to grow it. Some regions classify it as invasive, others quietly restrict it, and most people have never been told why. This isn't a conspiracy story, it's a forgotten food story, and once you understand it, you will never look at your garden the same way again. Welcome back to Nature's Blueprint, where we uncover plants that don't just grow food, but change food security itself. Today we're talking about amaranth, one of the most nutritionally dense plants on Earth, and honestly, one of the most misunderstood. Amaranth is not a trend food or a modern invention. It is an ancient crop cultivated for thousands of years across Central and South America, Africa, and parts of Asia. Both its leaves and seeds are edible, making it a rare, true dual-purpose plant. The leaves function like a supercharged leafy green, while the seeds behave more like a grain. From a nutritional standpoint, amaranth is exceptional. The seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids, something most plant proteins cannot claim. Gram for gram, amaranth protein is more complete and more digestible than many animal sources. The leaves are packed with iron, calcium, magnesium, vitamin A, vitamin C, and powerful antioxidants. This is not survival food. This is elite nutrition hiding in plain sight. So, when people say amaranth has more protein than steak, what they're really talking about is protein density and usability, not just calories per bite. Amaranth seeds, contain roughly 13 to 15% protein by weight, compared to cooked beef at around 10 to 12%. But even more importantly, amaranth's amino acid profile includes lysine, which is typically missing from grains and is critical for muscle repair, immune function, and nutrient absorption. For gardeners focused on self-reliance, this really matters. 1 square meter of amaranth can produce a meaningful amount of complete protein with far less water, land, and time than livestock. That kind of efficiency is one reason it has always been considered a food of resilience. Spinach is, famous for iron, but amaranth leaves quietly surpass it. On average, amaranth greens contain nearly double the iron of spinach per serving, along with vitamin C that actually improves iron absorption naturally. This combination makes the iron far more bioavailable, which is especially important for children, pregnant women, and anyone with limited access to animal products. This is one of the reasons amaranth has been used for centuries to fight anemia in regions with limited resources. It grows where other crops fail and, replenishes the body at the same time. So why is amaranth considered illegal or restricted? Here is where confusion enters. Amaranth is not globally illegal. However, certain species of wild amaranth are classified as invasive weeds in parts of North America, Australia, and Europe. These varieties spread aggressively, produce thousands of seeds per plant, and compete with commercial crops. Industrial agriculture sees this as a threat, not a food. The problem is that edible grain and leaf varieties are often lumped into the same category as wild weedy species. This leads to blanket restrictions, warnings, or discouragement, even though cultivated amaranth is intentionally grown, harvested, and controlled, just like corn or wheat. So, in simple terms, it isn't actually illegal because it's dangerous to eat. Instead, it's discouraged mostly because, once it's ignored, it can be really hard to control at scale. Amaranth just doesn't fit neatly into those large-scale monoculture farming systems. It matures at uneven times, needs manual harvesting for its seeds, and honestly, it doesn't respond well to heavy chemical inputs. All of that makes it pretty unattractive to industrial systems that rely on uniformity and machinery. But for home gardeners, well, this is not a weakness, it's actually a strength. Amaranth thrives with minimal care, tolerates heat, resists pests naturally, and get this, it produces food continuously. It doesn't need perfect soil or constant feeding. In fact, it often does even better when it's just left alone. Amaranth is easy to grow, but responsibility matters. It's important to choose cultivated edible varieties such as grain amaranth or leafy amaranth from reputable seed suppliers. You should plant them after the last frost when the soil has warmed up. The seeds are tiny and should be surface sown or just barely covered with soil. During the early growth phase, it's crucial to water lightly but consistently. Once established, amaranth becomes drought-tolerant, which is pretty amazing. Be sure to space the plants adequately to prevent uncontrolled spread, and remember to harvest seed heads before they shatter. One mature plant can produce thousands of seeds, so timely harvesting is key. The leaves can be harvested young and cooked like spinach or eaten lightly sautéed. The flavor is mild and slightly nutty, which many people find delightful. Regular harvesting encourages new growth and prevents premature flowering, ensuring a continuous supply of nutritious leaves. The seeds are harvested once the seed heads dry. After that, you rub them free, rinse, and make sure to dry them completely. To cook amaranth seeds, use 1 cup of seeds to 2.5 cups of water. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer for about 20 minutes until they're soft. This process produces a porridge-like grain that can be eaten either savory or sweet. This simple ratio allows gardeners to turn a backyard plant into a calorie-dense, protein-rich staple food. Amaranth represents something modern food systems really struggle with. It is decentralized. It does not require patents, chemicals, or, massive infrastructure. Anyone can grow it. Anyone can save seeds. Anyone can feed themselves with it. That level of independence is not dangerous, but honestly, it is inconvenient to systems built on dependency. For gardeners, homesteaders, and anyone serious about food security, amaranth is not controversial, it is practical. This is not about rebellion, it is about knowledge. Knowing which plants feed people efficiently changes how you garden, how you plan, and how resilient your household becomes. Amaranth is not illegal because it is harmful. It is restricted because it is powerful when ignored and, unstoppable when unmanaged. Grown intentionally, it is one of the most generous plants you can add to your garden. If this opened your eyes to a plant most people never question, subscribe to Nature's Blueprint, share this with someone who cares about real food security, and, keep growing knowledge alongside your garden.